Bring your wife this time?
Yeah, and my mother-in-law.
Nice.
They're actually leaving tonight, but they're in Cape Cod all day. They did a full day trip down to Cape Cod, but we came in last Friday, and they've been going because she's 79, never been to Boston, so and her husband doesn't travel, so they've been having a blast.
Excellent.
All right.
Ready to roll?
We're rolling.
Paul, tell me about TDWI.
Well, TDWI is an education and research organization that's been around since 1995, so we're almost 20 years old. And from an education standpoint, I'm the director of education, so I focus on really best practice, in-depth, vendor-neutral education across the entire spectrum of data warehousing and business intelligence. I've taught for the Data Warehousing Institute since its inception, and I've been the director of education now for 7 years. So I've been around it for a while. But if you look at we're called the Data Warehousing Institute, but really data warehousing is about this much what we do today. We cover everything from all the BI essentials, I call them, from program management, project management, requirements gathering, all the classes to get people started in it, through data modeling. We've got full traditional third normal form data modeling for data warehousing. We've got dimensional modeling from beginner through advanced. We've got a 6-day series on analytics if you want to learn analytics, from performance management through dashboards and scorecards, business analytics, predictive analytics fundamentals, and then 2 in-depth predictive analytics courses, to data quality, data governance, master data management. I call it my whole data asset management series. I've got a full series on Agile, full series on big data, all the different pieces that are out there. And then all of a sudden the new and interesting technology pieces that are coming out. We've got a class on data virtualization. We have a new class on data warehouse automation. And it's really anywhere from 3 to 6 hours on a given topic. It's not a 45-minute, I'm going to come and get a little bit. If you want to get an in-depth, vendor-neutral perspective on best practices on how to design a data model, how to build a system in an environment, that's really what we do. And I don't have, I've got probably 150 full and half-day courses available, taught by about 75 of the best thought leaders in the industry. None of them are TDWI employees. They're all the thought leaders in the industry that have written the books, that have consultant, that have built all of these systems, and know if they tell you not to do something, you'll know why, because they can show you the scars on their back. But it's really kind of unique in the industry, where we really don't have any competition from an in-depth education standpoint. There's a lot of conferences we compete with that do the 45 to 90-minute talking head sessions, but if you really want to get hands-on and get in-depth and do case studies and workshops and really understand the entire breadth and entire gamut of the BI environment we work in today, we have a lot of that covered for you.
Fantastic. Well, you took every one of my questions, but we'll do one more. That was perfect, by the way. One more that just talks directly to folks.
Okay.
If we start putting that class together internationally. I think you hit on the uniqueness of TDWI, but talk about the experience of somebody who comes to a TDWI class, namely this data warehouse automation class. What makes it unique? Is it those case studies? Is it the in-depth? Is it the instructors who've done both, implemented and their training? Give me a flavor of why folks should come.
What makes the education experience come alive for the practitioner? And this is you have to remember, we're teaching practitioners in the field from corporations. So our instructors they've built the systems, they've been there, they have the case studies, they have the experience to answer any of the questions that come up within class. So in the data warehouse automation, people are going to be asking, well, what does it really do? What can it do? What won't it do? Where should I be thinking about using it? How should it be focused? And be able to have in-depth discussions with the instructors during class, peer-to-peer network sharing for people who you may have 10 people, you may have 50 people in a class. They all have different experiences. The same thing I tell them at the conferences. There's a good chance that somebody has solved the problem you're grappling with that's sitting in this room. So take the time to network and talk, and these courses are set up to have interaction. They're not just lecture courses, they're workshops, they're interactive, they're case studies, so you get a chance to really understand and learn from each other, as well as have the instructor really bring these things to life in an in-depth, all-day format.
I'm good.
Yeah?
Cut it.
All right. That's good.
That's it.
Don't hit your head.
So what we've been doing with these videos is